Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. How's everybody's morning going? 50-50. Okay. Today we got a great topic. Hold on one second. We got a great topic today, and it is. Hold on. I'll go on my phone. I always forget the topics. I ain't even gonna lie. I forget a lot what the topic is. I don't know why, but I do. Ryan Clark crashes out on RG3 and his wife. So we're actually gonna talk about that today. I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but um, YouTubian gave me the idea of doing it. So if you want to support the show, like, subscribe, and comment. And also, we have Cash App on the top where you can donate for other media projects, short films, podcasting, and also paying people that I actually pay myself. Um, that's if you want to help. If not, you can also always chat. But today we got a great topic. The reason why I wanted to do this topic is, like I said, one of the viewers gave us this idea before we left yesterday. And yesterday, we got up to like over 600. Was it 600 views? I think it was like 600 views. Give me 2 seconds. I'll tell you. Yesterday, we got up to 632 views. The day before, 473. So we're actually are doing very good. And this is without no type of boost, no type of any type of that stuff. So again, thank you for the subscribers, and also we had like y'all was lit yesterday. Y'all had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. We had 9 new subscribers yesterday. So salute to y'all. Actually, I'm gonna even read them out before we even start. We got easy beats. That's a new subscriber. Juice TOS, new subscriber. Archie Thomas, Go, ATL Cleveland, FBA, Delmontine Green Beans, Striker 1922, DJ X1. Those are the new subscribers that actually subscribed yesterday. So salute to y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. But we're gonna talk about the crash out with Ryan Clark and RG3. I think this is amazing. I actually like this. I like this crash out and this demo by Ryan Clark because at the end of the day, we keep one thing I could say as a black man, we can't keep on going through this and people just disrespecting our women. Cause then after that, and when I say our women, I mean our women as a culture, lineage, and race. Cause if you let that fly, niggas is gonna be disrespecting your mother sooner or later. I'm gonna be personally honest. Niggas is just gonna be disrespecting your mother. So if you crash out for a black female, nigga, good for you. You know, I like it. I think it's perfect, and I do want to say RG3 he needs to learn his lesson, aka Mr. Milkman. That nigga respirate for white bitches, nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. Yeah, he respirate for white bitches, and that's his thing. That's his thing. I niggas cooked. I'm sorry, the niggas cooked. You know, I think he's off his rockers. I think he's gonna get what he deserves because he does shit like this. It's 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 not gonna work. Plain and simple, the bullshit ain't gonna work. But If it works for him, it works for me. Before we talk, oh yo, I'll tell you how my day is if you even give a fuck. I actually watched this ill Chinese movie yesterday. It was a Chinese drama. It's called give me a second. A Toast to a Truth or some shit like that. It was about this Chinaman who was dating this woman that basically he gave her everything that she wanted and plus more, and I guess she ends up marrying somebody else. I didn't watch it all, but yo, this shit is crazy. When I say it's crazy, crazy, and yo, I be finding these movies off of Instagram, like they be doing like teasers, so I go find them on like the free channels or like just other stuff. Um, Give me 1 second. I totally, but yeah, it's just like yo, those movies be crazy, yo. And the thing about I always tell people all the time, yo, Asian women are disrespectful. They're disrespectful and fucking rude. And like just watching this movie, I was like, yo, these women are really like Asian women. They disrespectful. Like they'll go see their ex or their male best friend, and like they'll do everything. They'll do above and beyond for them niggas and do the bare minimum for you. I'm gonna be personally honest. I do see that. That's why I always tell black men don't go out with Asian women. You know, I'd rather get stabbed by a fucking Latina than to actually get disrespected my whole life by Asian women. That's why a lot of Asian men die first. You know, I'm gonna be personally honest. Them niggas die from stress. I thought black men die from stress, but we die from basically PTSD, nigga. If you kind of look at it, from cops, what is it? From being disrespected by law enforcement, bosses, women, uh, media, the whole 9 yards. Like, look at Twitter. These white people got all this smoke for white people. I mean, for black people, but they scared. They scared to talk shit about their president and the bare minimum job that this nigga is doing. Even though he signed a dope law, he still does like the bare minimum. Um, I do want to say that I personally don't give a fuck about the president because I'm gonna be fly anyways, with or without this bitch ass nigga. But do I hate him? No, I don't hate him as a president. I think he is a racist. Don't get me wrong. I do think he's a racist, but all the presidents are racist. Even Obama. Obama was a racist too, or prejudiced. Cause that nigga, well, he was technically white, so he was half racist. His mama's white, you know, and he called himself Barry. He's like RG3. RG3's black. He's only black when it benefits him, you know. And this is why we have to talk about that today because RG3, the nigga's a clown. Let's personally be honest. I supported him, and don't get me wrong, I supported his career when he was in Washington Redskins. And the reason why I did that because I thought he deserved a fair chance. Unfortunately, I wish I'd never done that. Oh, jokes aside, I wish I have never done that. And the reason why I wish I have never done it because he's only black when it's when it benefited him. Give me a second, everyone. Oh, okay. When it benefited him. So, did I like it? Did I not? I just don't like it. I'm gonna be personally honest. And like how he shit on black women, I think he also has a grudge against black women. Oh shit! Give me a second, everyone. I just forgot, everyone. I had boiled eggs on the stove, so I had to flex over there real fast. The reason why I eat boiled eggs once a day is because I got a fast metabolism, so I try to keep my weight. Give me a second. Yeah, this shit is crooked. Give me a second, everyone. All right, better. Um, so the reason why I eat boiled eggs a day is because I got a fast metabolism. So right now I'm like 210. 210. I usually and I walk on like 210. But if I'm getting ready for something, I try to walk on 215, 220. You know, I try to stay that big. You know, because I got, like I said, I have a fast metabolism. And the shit that I haven't, I've been like this my whole life. I usually, when I was younger, I used to walk on like 150. So yeah, it's yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie. I like to be a little bit heavier. Hold on a second. I like to be a little bit heavier, but yeah, I like being this big though. I ain't even gonna lie. Being this big is great. Give me a second. One more egg, and we can talk about what we doing. Um, but let me ask everybody something. Who you think the greatest woman rapper is? I always thought Missy Elliott was the greatest woman rapper of all time. But people be saying Nicki Minaj. I mean hip hop lyricist. Um, I personally will disqualify Nicki Minaj, and just hear me out. Cause in the beginning she got helped by Safari Samuels, the nigga off of Love, was it Love and Hip Hop? Yeah. So I felt like he should be disqualified for that. I mean, she should be disqualified for that. So we can't be like, oh yeah, she's the greatest rapper of all time. You know. That's why Drake is disqualified. I think he was disqualified specifically for that. Um, do I think Drake is dope? I'm gonna be personally honest. I'm 50-50 with Drake. Um, when he hits, he hits. But sometimes when he do certain shit, it's just weird to me because at the end of the day, I know he's not from that type of era. That's why the niggas who be writing his music, I be like, yo, why is he writing his music? Like you could tell it, it's fake. Like remember that time he came in with the shit in his hair and stuff like that with the rainbow colors and shit. I was like, yo, this shit is mad weird. This must be some Canadian shit, you know. I always blame Canada for that shit, you know, because it's just weird. You know, I don't know if it's weird to y'all, but it's definitely weird to me. And I always felt like, oh, niggas is wildin' who do shit like this. You know, so but big up to Drake, you know, if that's what he likes, that's what he likes. Um I personally wouldn't do it. The reason why it hits in America because of white America. White America isn't really tapped in with hood shit, with the urban culture. You know, so like that's why I say it's weird, you know? But yeah, I do want to say hold on one second. Okay, cool. I do want to say this. Uh if we really talk about Ryan Clark and all this other stuff, he actually, he be putting off Black America and foundational Black Americans. I think he's a foundational Black Americans, but if not, he's actually tapped in more than most people. He understands about single parenthood. He understands why, society throws us mostly curveballs. He understands why, this is why, like, yo, when he came at Andrew Schultz, I understood why he came at Andrew Schultz. Like, nigga, come on. If we're gonna talk about women abusers and shit, nigga, you brought Donald Trump on your fucking show. And there's no shade to him. You bring whoever you want to bring, but at the end of the day, that nigga has done dirt. He has done dirt. Niggas been hearing about him violating bitches and stuff like that in the whole 9 yards. And that's fine and dandy if you want to bring him on, if you think he's like, rehabilitated, but I could have said rehabilitated. Jesus Christ. But it comes with the territory of the shit that niggas do and stuff. I always tell people, just let shit rock. Let shit rock. But one thing, this is why I always tell people all the time, white people cannot fit in with black culture. And the reason why is because every little thing that we do, they're always gonna judge us. Even Vlad, I don't think Vlad's supposed to be in urban culture. I don't give a fuck if he lived in Springfield. Okay, that was at that time it was mostly fucking Portuguese and white people. Let's personally be honest. It wasn't, oh yeah, it was black people here and stuff. No, nigga, you haven't really talked to black people until you got to California. I almost say Canada. And this is where all this cosplaying and white people thinking they understand black culture. I think that's where the issue is. They think they know. And there's whole layers to this shit. This is why I always tell people all the time. Let me tell you something. I have got emails where people were like, oh, yo, I want to do an interview with you. Me, I don't know if I got anxiety when niggas like, oh yeah, they want to do interviews with me. I'm like, I don't know. I just started. I try to make up some shit. I procrastinate on it, and I'm not even gonna lie. I do procrastinate on it. There's certain people shows that I will do. There is certain people shows that I will do. Hold on a second. I forgot to put my email address up here. Yeah, so yeah, I always forget. Okay, Bobby told me about this. He said I should put my email address up here for like, information. Somebody want to email, the whole 9 yards. This is my new email, everybody, too. So this connect that old email that I had, the Rochelin Perkins one. So definitely, because that it reminded me that like, oh yeah, he told me to do this. Shout out to Bobby too and Wiz Mason. But I always tell people all the time where when black Americans do something, niggas always got their finger on their microscopes on us. It's like we can't fuck up. But we see everybody else fucking up, doing dumb shit, it sickens me because at the end of the day, first of all, y'all copying our culture. Y'all disrespecting our culture. We made this culture dope. Y'all haven't really contributed anything. Like niggas, like I always tell people all the time, niggas was already doing shit that Vlad was doing. Niggas was already doing interviews. Streets. I mean hoods. Hoods to hoods. Was it Smack DVDs? Them niggas was already doing shit like that. So most niggas I think quit because they felt like they're probably incriminating people. And I understand. If I felt like I was incriminating my own people, I wouldn't do that shit either. It's just it is what it is. I knew this nigga who was riding around with a chopper in his car. You know. Oh yeah, definitely he is. You know. Definitely he's a interesting person. I don't know I don't know if he's like from the suburbs and he only hung around white people and stuff. So and he was always the token black person. That could be it. That can always be it because niggas don't be checking for RG3. RG3 haven't had a job in like 15 years. Then he got fired within, was it 2 years from ESPN, calling niggas jigaboos and shit. You know, this is why I say, yo, he could be a token black person. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second, everybody. Let me see if I can still find it. People said that Jalen Hurts couldn't get it done. He couldn't operate from the pocket. He's not the quarterback of the future. I think he proved all those jigaboos wrong. People said that Jalen Hurts. Yeah, man, the nigga's wildin', man. Like, yo, he always wilds out. He always do dumb shit. You know, and this is why I always tell people all the time. I was like, yo, I will be careful around that man. And this is the type of shit I was talking about. Now listen how he talks about black people.
People said that Jalen Hurts couldn't get it done. He couldn't operate from the pocket. He's not the quarterback of the future. I think he proved all those jigaboos wrong. People said that Jalen Hurts couldn't get it done. He couldn't operate from the pocket. He's not the quarterback of the future. I think he proved all those jigaboos wrong.
Nigga, how you talk about black people like that? Call us jigaboos. That's crazy. Niggas is looking at him crazy too. Like, yo, what the fuck is up with this? You sure this man is black? But
come on, guys, let's keep it real. Robert Griffin III, he didn't mean nothing about the racial slur. He said he was just having a normal conversation. Sometimes
nigga called us jigaboos. He called us jigaboos. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. And this is how, yo, niggas, and the thing about it, Ryan Clark been calling that shit out for years. I'm gonna be personally honest. Ryan Clark been protecting him too. We can even say that. Ryan Clark have been protecting him. He has been protecting him. You know, and I'm gonna say this about Ryan Clark, right? And this is all that other stuff that I said, like, yo, he's a big advocate for black culture, black people, maybe even the black diaspora. You know, I personally don't think he should do the black diaspora because they're gonna turn on him. You know, but what Ryan Clark did, let me tell you something. The reason why all this bullshit started was because Angel Reese and Catilin Clark. Everybody already know they handle this shit. If somebody threw me down on the floor and something could accidentally happen, let me tell you something. These motherfuckers is always protecting these white people. These niggas always got the sympathy for the devil. These certain type of scary ass black people. And I gotta say these certain ass scary ass black people, because at the end of the day, a white man can never do no wrong. Even if they killing, butchering, doing something foul. Oh, you should forgive them. It says it in the... No, that shit. Stop using the Bible. Talk about niggas should be forgiving niggas. Because y'all, let me tell you something. If your cousin done some shit to you or haven't paid you, my nigga, you're going to hold that shit against him. Y'all niggas be the first one to say, oh, that nigga's a... That you go around telling everybody that nigga ain't worth shit. I got to be personally honest. Y'all niggas will go around and talk about your cousin ain't a piece. Your cousin's a piece of shit and he owe me money. And you know I'm right. Because you know how people are. You know? Now this cornball shit that this RG3 doing, trying to get this nigga fired or reprimanded. Come on. Because why? Because he said what he said? The nigga, he right. The fuck, what lie did Ryan Clark say? The fuck type of lie that nigga said? Let's see how all this bullshit started anyways. Woo! Excuse me. Woo! Shit. And this bitch already look fucked up. Let me tell you why. He got his wife in the background talking about black problems. This is some Tommy Sotomayor shit.
Yo, welcome to Out of Pocket with RG3, hosted by your boy and the lovely, amazing, 99-time All-American, Grete Griffin. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I just almost passed out. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys, all the Pocket
This nigga is kind of corny, I ain't gonna lie.
watchers out there. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you go find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe over there. Follow us. Leave some reviews. Leave some comments, because we need every single one of you Pocket watchers to help take this bad boy to the moon. So like I said, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So what are you waiting for? Take the mouse, move it on over to the subscribe button, and click. Subscribe to our channel, and let's get this thing rolling. Oh, like we always do, we're gonna get right to the thick of it, like Kyle Lowry. All right, so this episode is all about Angel Reese and the fact that Angel Reese clearly hates Catilin Clark. Let's dive in.
You started that bullshit. You started that bullshit already. Listen to this man.
Like Kyle Lowry. All right, so this episode is all about Angel Reese and the fact that Angel Reese clearly hates Catilin Clark. Let's dive in.
Yo, is it lower today?
Guys, it's so obvious that Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark. If you don't know, let me inform you about what happened. Catilin Clark committed a hard foul on Angel Reese as she was wide open for a free, easy layup. Routine play. The type of play that every single one of us, every one of you that's watching, has heard your coach tell you, hey, we ain't gonna give them no easy points, no easy baskets, no easy baskets in the paint, baby. And then what do? You make sure that you go and you get a foul when you know that the offensive player has a free lane to the basket. Now, before I get to why Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark fully, let's talk about the play itself. The one thing people are not talking about on that play, which my wife so eloquently stated to me earlier, was that Catilin Clark was actually reacting to a foul that should have been called on Angel Reese against Aaliyah Boston. Previously, when you see they cut off the play early, Angel Reese actually shoves Aaliyah Boston in the back to get a rebound. We've all played basketball. You know when you shove somebody in the back that the ref's gonna blow the whistle and call the foul? Well, the ref didn't call the foul. So Catilin Clark is sitting there with her hands up like, you gonna call that? So then, yes, she went and fouled Angel Reese to prevent her from having the easy basket, but Catilin Clark actually fouled Angel Reese because she was trying to take up for her teammate, Aaliyah.
I'm going to say this, all right? This is how I'm going to start off. I think a pet peeve of mine with white people, and this is just me. I have pet peeves with a lot of races, but my pet peeve with white people is they don't know how to mind their fucking business. I'm being personally honest. A motherfucker could be like, oh, yo, you know what? Niggas is about to go get some money, go get a bad bitch or something like that. These white people will go and tell your wife that y'all niggas is cheating. Or y'all going to go get some bad bitches in some hotel with some Hennessy. And add on a little bit more. These niggas will actually accidentally really get you in trouble because they don't mind their business. Most cop shootings happen because of white people not minding their fucking business. Well, a good majority of it happens because white people don't mind their fucking business. Even, I'm gonna give you a story. There was this guy there was this little teenager who's dating a white woman's daughter. And this is why, like, to a certain extent, I'm afraid of my kids dating white people because of the shit that can happen. One is that they can get fucking shot. I don't think no white pussy is worth fucking getting shot for. I'm gonna be personally honest. RG3 might think, oh, yo, you know what? I love white women, you know, because he talks about how much he loves white milk, you know? So, it's cool. That's his preference is white women, but we can't keep on doing this thinking like, oh, well, you know what? She did this because she had hate in her heart for fucking, or she hates fucking Catilin Clark. No. It's competition. It went too far. Because what happened, some bullshit really happened to Angel Reese. And I'm going to say this before we even start. Catilin Clark hasn't have any type of obstacle at all. Niggas pamper her. And I'm going to be personally honest. Niggas pamper and protect her. From LeBron James to white supremacist people to white media. She could never do no fucking wrong. She did this to another white girl. And they said, oh, it's competition. Angel Reese did that shit back. Oh, that's classless. They called her everything in the Bible, everything in the book except a child of God. Like, let me ask y'all a question. Am I the only one seeing this bullshit? Like, this shit looks crazy. This shit look fucking nuts. Give me a second, everyone. Oh, shit, I forgot to send this to Wiz Mason. He's gonna kill me. All right. Yeah, this is some bullshit. We know these people don't like Angel Reese. Angel Reese didn't say that she wanted to be a villain. She said they made me a villain, so I have to play the role as a villain. I'm okay with it. But when you're attacking her character, saying all this crazy shit about her, yo, the shit gets too far sometimes. The shit gets so far. Let me tell you. This is why I always say to people all the time, you have $1 million worth of whiteness. The reason why people have $1 million worth of whiteness because they can never do no wrong. People will always see the good out of them. Jeffrey Dahmer, this nigga out here eating black dick all day. Like literally eating black dick and shit. And body parts. Niggas was talking about, oh yeah, nigga had a hard time of living. He had a hard child life. Some bullshit like that. Kyle Rittenhouse. This nigga ran up in a whole bunch of people looking for black people and killed his own people. And they say, oh, self-defense. George Zimmerman. The cops told him to stay because he said there was a guy who looked suspicious. They said that they will handle it. He went and tried to jump on the fucking kid. The 14-year-old kid. And killed him. They said self-defense. Then you got this coon-ass motherfucker just making everything worse. This is why you got fired within 2 years, my nigga. This is, yo, you want this man, and this is no slack to his white people, but this man want to be y'all so bad. He talk about his kids is black is when it's convenient. But he's going to teach his kids to stay away from black people. Oh, don't go near those people. Those people are bad. This is what he's going to do.
Yeah, Boston. So I don't know why no one's even talking about that, but I do know why they're talking about the aftermath of the foul, which, by the way, was a routine you got to make them earn it foul. It was not a flagrant foul with the intent to hurt somebody. And not only that, Angel Reese acted like she wanted to win an Oscar. I got nothing against any of these women's basketball players. They're all super talented. But if we're going to talk about them, we have to talk about them like we talk about any other sport, like the NBA. When we see a guy flop, we call it out. Angel Reese flopped on that play. But let's go ahead and talk about...
Flop like your fucking career did. Your career was a flop. Let's talk about it. You won the Heisman, but your career flopped. You were supposed to be the next best thing. Your career flopped. So, why are you disrespecting these girls? They just started. But Catilin was wrong. She was wrong. When niggas try to hold her up, let me tell you something. When Angel Reese almost got her fucking neck broken last year, niggas was like, welcome to the NBA, WNBA. But she had to go. That girl's gonna kill somebody one day. But hey, this shit happened to her. They pick on Catilin Clark. Why are they doing this to her? It's because she's white. We didn't say that. And this is why I say people are protecting her. They did the same thing to fucking Michael Jordan. You touch that nigga, he, foul. Nigga, I didn't even touch the nigga. That's why the Bad Boys was doing so much to him and they didn't give a fuck. They had to make the Michael Jordan rule. There's only a few people get these type of rules. Tom Brady got the same shit routine. Michael Jordan was going up to people and saying like, oh, yo, he did it. That's why a lot of people don't like Michael Jordan. It's not because he was a winner, nigga. No. Because at times he was a piece of shit.
A tweet that I put out that went absolutely nuclear. So after watching the play, I tweeted out, after watching Catilin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese and the aftermath, there is no way Angel Reese can continue the lie that she doesn't dislike Catilin Clark. I know what hatred looks like. Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark. Not some basketball rivalry hate either. Hate.
Like you hate black women. You don't go out with them. You always talking shit about them. Do you hate your daughters? You should. They're black. And I'm on my shit today. I'm talking all that greasy shit. I'm talking all that greasy shit today. I'm doing what I do today. We're going to do like 3 or 4 hours. Let me see what time is it. Yeah, we'll do 3 or 4 hours until 2 o'clock. Then I got to flex. Well, 1:45. 12, 1, 2. Yeah. It's a man. What's a man? It's a man. Man, what you talking about? What you talking about, kings and queens? Salute to you. Salute to kings and queens and Dexter. Salute to y'all. But we can't keep on doing this. He don't like black women. That's why, he targets these ones. And let me tell you what it probably was. Black women probably turned this nigga down like, yo, my nigga, you too, you're not my type. So he went after the white bitches or his family was like, yo, only go out with white bitches. You ain't gonna get in trouble. These black girls are gonna get you in trouble. His family's probably bougie. You know, some family member. Let me tell you something. There's certain family members in my family that don't like black people, and they can only go out with white women. They're trying to whiten up their race. I'm just being personally honest. Nigga, I have a brother that say he won't go out with black women. He only goes out with white girls. I'm like, nigga, you crazy. You gonna go to jail, nigga. I told him, you gonna go to jail, nigga. Watch. That bitch is gonna do something to you. You gonna go to jail, or she's gonna violate you, nigga. I told my little brother that. He don't listen. He went to a white school. He did. I just gotta tell the truth. That nigga went to a white school. So he don't know. He don't know none of that bullshit. All he don't want to go out with a black girl. That's it.
The reason I said that is because when somebody that you don't like says something to you, you automatically always take it to the most extreme. You always automatically say, oh, they meant to harm me with that statement. But if your friend or somebody you're cool with made that very same statement, none of us would be so quick to run to judgment to say, oh, that was negative. We would question what it was. We would react differently. So why do I think Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark? It could be the fact that Aaliyah Boston had to save Angel Reese from ending her career. This is a still shot. After the foul that Catilin Clark put on Angel Reese tried to hit her. But if it wasn't for
See how he trying to demonize black women? You gotta watch out for niggas like him. Let's listen to what this nigga said again.
Run to judgment to say, oh, that was negative. We would question what it was. We would react differently. So why do I think Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark? It could be the fact that Aaliyah Boston had to save Angel Reese from ending her career. This is a still shot. After the foul that Catilin Clark put on Angel Reese tried to hit her.
See that goofy ass shit that he tried to do? He tried to make her look like, yo, she was the aggressor. She was the aggressor for defending herself. Nigga, somebody hit me out. Yo, nigga, what you try to do? What type of shit are you on? Because he's trying to act like this bitch is innocent. This is why I told y'all in the beginning, I'm like, yo, niggas is caping for Catilin Clark too much. They didn't even do this for Danny, Tarazi, and Tarazi's career is way time better. 3 times way time better. Won NCAA championships, won championships in the WNBA, won championships overseas, Olympics. She's up there. They're already trying to give this bitch the keys. They're already trying to put pieces around this girl just so she could win, just so they could say, yo, you know what? This is the great white hope. She's the greatest of all times. And nobody will never be the greatest of all time than Cheryl Miller. They're trying to already surpass her to be better than Cheryl Miller. I think the only closest to Cheryl Miller is AJ Wilson. That's the closest. Or Lisa Leslie. I don't even think Lisa Leslie's even close. But they're already trying to make her the greatest of all times. I think it's very disrespectful, and I think it's an insult. It's just the shit that he's saying. And the thing about it, I always tell people all the time, you can't compare the two. They play 2 different positions. They play 2 different ways. Angel Reese, she grabs rebounds and she's a double-double machine. This girl just chunks up shots, and hopefully, maybe they'll go in. She has a lot of turnovers. But when she's hot, she's hot. Like when she got the triple-double, she only had what, 2 or 3? That's to me still a lot. 2 or 3 turnovers. But she averaged 3 or 4 turnovers a game. So it's just, I know what the WNBA is doing. They're just trying to put a team around her so, you know what? Tickets can go up. So they can say, oh, yo, she's the greatest of all time. I personally, let me tell you who I think they did that with. I think they did that with Tyson Fury. And the reason why with Tyson Fury haven't really fought anybody. He barely fought top 10s. I'm just being personally honest. He barely fought top 10s. He only fought old niggas who needed to retire or niggas who actually, okay, you know, oh yeah, I got them. I got this. I know how I can beat them. That's just how I see it. These certain type of people, that they cater to them. Catilin Clark is catered to. Like, why are we acting like she's not catered to? Why are we acting like they didn't market her like, they didn't market her fucking enormously? We been knew that she was gonna get markets like this. And you know what? Angel Reese was the only one who didn't need marketing. She was already lit. She got her own self lit. Catilin Clark can't get herself lit. She needs that marketing team around her. She does.
But if it wasn't for Aaliyah Boston putting her arms in the way, Angel Reese would not be playing basketball anymore because she was going to sucker punch Catilin Clark.
See that bullshit he's
now,
talking?
You tell me a time when you've seen somebody get fouled on a basketball court in a professional league where they tried to almost sucker punch somebody that they were friends with because of a hard foul. I've seen LeBron James get fouled by Dwayne Wade, and they're buddies, but it was a hard foul. LeBron didn't get up and try to smack him upside the head or hit him in the face from behind. But that's what Angel Reese did to Catilin Clark. So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Catilin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Catilin Clark? You remember that?
Because she was talking shit. What you mean? When niggas talk shit, this is what happened. Niggas want to get busy. We can't get mad at people who trying to get busy out here. We can't hate on niggas who's trying to, trying to do their 1-2. She checked us like, yo, that shit ain't gonna fly over here in Chicago. You see all these niggas jump. Don't y'all touch my white queen, my white master. That's what niggas did. This is what people do. This is why I always tell people all the time, race will always be a part of everything. It's just, it is what it is. It will always be a part of everything. Niggas got mad at me because I told niggas that fucking Nick Fuentes was out here getting boy pussy. Getting his dick sucked by men. There's videos out here. Niggas got mad at me. I debunked fucking Myron Gaines saying that like he knows nothing about women. Why are y'all getting advice from a guy who knows nothing about women? Niggas attacked me. But I gave him the business. That's the thing. I'm in the career of giving other people smoke when they want it. I'm that nigga. I've been said that. When Poetic Flacco did that crazy shit, I was like, yo, nigga, you deserve to, nigga, you deserve to get clowned on because you saying shit that you don't even know if it's true or not. Oh, I heard from this guy. Nigga, you got to get that validated. You got to know if that shit is true. There's a few times I had to come back and was like, yo, yeah, I was wrong. That shit was actually true. Oh, that shit wasn't true. But you don't want to take accountability for nothing, Flacco. Nigga said, nigga, let me tell y'all something. Flacco, I personally think you're COINTELPRO. Like, I've been told you that. I think you work for the CIA or some shit like that. Ain't no way in hell you come over here from, what is it, North Dakota. You do all this crazy shit to people and stuff, and you run to the cops and niggas still fuck with you. Same thing with Adam. Adam, he has to fuck with the feds. His father got caught up in that bullshit. You don't think you didn't think that, oh, yo, you're gonna have to owe me a favor, my nigga. You don't think they said that? You gotta be out of your fucking mind. Niggas don't do favors just for free.
On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player if they don't dislike that player? Okay, you want some more evidence? Here's some more evidence. Remember last year when they were talking about who gets the credit for the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost of women's basketball? Not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general, because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership. A lot of people were attributing that to Catilin Clark, and rightfully so. This is what Angel Reese had to say, and I quote, "People are talking about women's basketball. You never would think they'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to the games. We got celebrities coming to the games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. Just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on to be that for my teammates. I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, the reason we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that." Now, I heard a lot of people say that I or others have made Angel Reese the villain. Did you not just hear herself call herself the bad guy?
No, she said she'll take that role. She has to take the role. She had to take the role. What do you mean? Y'all niggas forced her hand. Niggas like you forced her hand. And I'm going to say that y'all niggas forced her hand so she can actually be a villain. Let me tell y'all something. All the incredible shit that LSU was doing yesterday was clouded over, was pushed to the back because y'all are marketing Catilin Clark, because she shot 50 fucking shots just to score 24 fucking points. She was in college for 4 years. Never won an NCAA championship. Y'all niggas was already naming her probably the best women's basketball player of ever. Disrespecting Cheryl Miller, Cheryl Swoops, fucking Lisa Leslie, Lobo, fucking all these people. Maya Moore, AJ Wilson, the Okawuki twin, what her name? Shinny. Then you got her sister, Nika. Come on. We're going to disrespect everybody that paved the way, that did their thing. Nigga, them niggas was getting paid nigga pennies. Just so y'all could have a better career and more money. Am I fucking crazy for saying this shit? These niggas have to play overseas. These people have to play more than, these niggas play more than men now. Because they have to play in 2 or 3 leagues just to survive. Let's personally be honest about that. These endorsements ain't really helping them like that.
She called herself the villain. I'm not making her the villain. She's making herself the villain. And guess who her eyes are on at all times? Catilin Clark. There's an image from this opening game when Catilin Clark hits a beautiful fadeaway three-pointer. And the camera pans to Angel Reese, and you would have thought she saw the devil. Scolding looking at Catilin Clark, mad as hell. That's the look you give somebody that you like, that you have respect for. These are the...
Look at his wife is snickering in the fucking back, thinking that shit's funny. Yeah, you gonna talk about these black bitches. You got you a white queen. I'm your white queen. That's what that bitch is over there saying in the back. You don't need no black bitches no more. She's probably sucking his balls and everything. This nigga don't know how to act. He probably never really got pussy like that. He was a football player. You gotta look at it. I'm gonna tell y'all about this generation. Most of this generation, they never really got pussy like that. That's why, what's his name? Travis Hunter, he's not gonna marry that girl. I'm gonna be personally honest. If he marries that girl, he's done. This nigga's about to get, once this nigga leaves the go, to different states and stuff, he's getting pussy. He's gonna be getting some pussy. All jokes aside, like that girl's trying to bait these, she's doing that cougar old bitch shit. I like cougars. It's just cougars can't tame me. I'm just being personally honest. I love old pussy. The cougar pussy and shit like that. But it's just certain women, this is my money boyfriend right here. I can't fuck this shit up. She be sucking the balls and everything. But the nigga's a square. Travis Hunter's a square where, like, this nigga don't know how to act to get when he gets pussy. He's probably doing any and everything for her. She probably got his credit card.
The kind of statements that you're making for someone that you like, that you have respect for. Okay, so then what happened when they asked her about that this year? Because it is true. Catilin Clark has been the reason for the rise in viewership. But Angel Reese also has a hand in it, just not as big of a hand as Catilin Clark. So a reporter asked her, hey, you made these comments last year. Can you comment on that now? What do you think what the outlook of women's sports and women's basketball looks like now? You know what Angel Reese did? She said, next question. She refused to answer a question about something that she said about Catilin Clark, not something that the reporter put into her.
Smooth, sophisticated.
This is the type of niggas you gotta watch out for. Cornball ass niggas like this. And we gotta call him a cornball ass nigga. He talking about black problems with a white bitch in the background. I don't give a fuck if that's that nigga's wife. He got this cave dwelling bitch in the background talking about black problems while the bitch in the back laughing, thinking this shit is a joke. Like, my nigga, where's your mother at? I want to know what this nigga's childhood was like. Because your mother must have been ain't shit bitch, nigga. I got to be personally honest. Nigga ain't trying to disrespect your mother, but she probably was an ain't shit bitch. Look how he talks. He don't know how to act when white people are involved. He has to shuck and drive. Calling black people jigaboos and all this shit. Nigga, you supposed to get fired, nigga. You don't know what a fucking jigaboo is, nigga? Who the fuck you been hanging around?
And made her seem like she said it. She said it. She wouldn't even answer the question about Catilin Clark. That's something that you do towards someone that you like and respect? No, it creates this narrative that I, Angel Reese, do not like Catilin Clark. I hate Catilin Clark so much, I don't even want to answer a question about something that I said about Catilin Clark.
Making narratives.
Don't make this out to be something that it's not.
He's making false narratives. This is the shit I was telling y'all about. Watch, pay attention,
It was a
everyone.
normal basketball play. There was no malicious intent behind it. Didn't say anything to condemn Angel Reese about her behavior in the aftermath of that foul. Did Catilin Clark condemn Kennedy Carter for her hip check when she got that flagrant against her last year? Nope. She actually defended Kennedy Carter and praised her for having such an amazing season and talked about how skilled of a basketball player she is and said she didn't need an apology for the foul because it was part of basketball. It was a basketball play. What about after Angel Reese made the comments that Catilin Clark wasn't the only one that grew the game? Catilin Clark had her back. She said, "You're dang right. It's not just me. There's a lot of talented women in the WNBA." She had her back. What about when Angel Reese was only worried about getting the credit? Angel Reese is only worried about getting credit for the growth of the game. But Catilin Clark is worried about winning. That's exactly what just happened in the season opener. That's why the Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Sky by 35 points. 35 points. Catilin Clark had a triple-double. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Angel Reese is so worried about Catilin Clark and who gets the credit that she got outperformed by Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston is a beast, and she outplayed Angel Reese in that game. So this is why I say that Angel Reese just needs to admit that she hates Catilin Clark or dislikes her or whatever, or hates the fact that she gets all the credit. Just come out and say it. Because contrary to what other people believe, I actually think it's great for the WNBA. I grew up in a time when Michael Jordan was king in the NBA. And I remember from my dad and my uncles and them all talking to me about how much Michael Jordan hated Isaiah Thomas. Hated Isaiah Thomas. Right? He hated Isaiah Thomas so much that he kept him off the 1992 Olympic Dream Team. Charles Barkley himself has come out and said, yes, MJ did not want him on that team. Robbed that man of a gold medal, had that man crying on national TV during an interview 20, 30 years later about it. That's how much hatred they had inside. But they didn't keep it a secret. They let it be known that they hated each other. And guess what? Those Detroit Pistons and the bad boy persona made Michael Jordan the greatest of all time. It helped build the monster that Michael Jordan became. And guess what? Isaiah Thomas is a Hall of Famer who had an amazing career. And Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. In this situation, Catilin Clark is Michael Jordan and Angel Reese is Isaiah Thomas.
See what I just tell you? They're trying to make Catilin Clark Michael fucking Jordan. I just said that, and I never even seen this interview. This shit is fucking crazy. That's crazy, because you know what? They play two different fucking positions. They play differently. And I'm not even going so far and say this. The reason why Michael Jordan won 6 championships was because of fucking Scottie Pippen. We could personally be honest about that. We see what happened when Scottie Pippen came into the NBA and the bad boys went up against him. Michael Jordan couldn't do it by himself. He needed Scottie. Because every time Michael Jordan went up, knocked that nigga out the air. So we don't want to hear, oh, yo, he was the best. Nah, nigga. We got to also say Scott, it was because of Scottie. Scottie's probably the second best power forward of all times. Second or third. I always put Dirk Nowitzki 1 or 2. The reason why Dirk Nowitzki changed the fucking game. He had big men shooting. This is why a lot of people who power forward shoot. Because of Dirk Nowitzki. The nigga was spreading the fucking floor.
There's nothing wrong with that. Angel Reese could go on to become a Hall of Famer and have a great career. But Catilin Clark is on a trajectory to be the greatest of all time. And the greatest of all time needs that rivalry to not just grow themselves, but to grow the game of basketball. So I think Angel Reese should just come out and say it. You know, let me ask you guys this: who would you rather watch? Who would you rather watch play basketball? Angel Reese or Catilin Clark?
They play two different positions, like I just said.
I think you'd all watch Catilin Clark because she plays a more exciting brand of basketball. And it's okay to say what your eyes are seeing. Catilin Clark, with her three-point shooting, her playmaking ability, and her passing, she gets her whole team involved. She's not just out there scoring 50 points a game. That's more exciting than watching Angel Reese with her layup package, her post-up game, and getting rebounds. Angel Reese had a double-double in the opening game. I believe it was 13 points, 17 rebounds. It's okay to admit that that's not as exciting. I would rather watch Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving play than to watch Tim Duncan.
Oh, this nigga's crazy.
Tim Duncan plays a boring style of basketball, but it's effective.
Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all times. This nigga's talk crazy. I gotta say that Tim Duncan shut down niggas. Fundamental Tim shut down niggas. He got niggas faking up in the air. He shut down KG. Fucking Dirk at times. Chris Webber. LeBron. Chris Bosh. Fucking nigga. They even shut down the fucking Knicks, I think. They shut them out. Fundamental Tim is no joke. Why are we throwing dirt on this nigga's name like this? This shit is crazy.
And he's a Hall of Famer. And there's nothing wrong with that. So let's get to the real nitty-gritty of all this. Because I don't like making these things about anything other than the sport.
Hey, Jess, we're downstairs.
This nigga is crazy. That nigga has no black experience of all. No, I don't think this nigga ever had a black experience ever. I gotta personally be honest. You gotta watch out for niggas like that. You know, them niggas will sell you out for a bottle of water, my nigga. I'ma just be personally honest.
People who are being disingenuous with their criticism or lack thereof, or their analysis or lack thereof of the situation because of the color of their skin. Some people will look at the color of my skin and say, oh, you aren't helping the cause, by pointing out that Angel Reese has clearly shown time and time again, I gave you all the examples, that she hates Catilin Clark. It's okay to admit that. That doesn't mean that you're not down for the cause. What cause are we talking about here? I understand that black women are some of the most marginalized of all time. But just because Angel Reese is black doesn't mean that black men and or black women cannot keep it 100 and say what is literally right in front of them, guys. Come on, man. She hates the girl. She won't ask questions about her. I mean, goodness gracious, we talk about the viewership numbers. She won't even give credit where credit is due. She has to sit there and say, it's me too. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, Angel Reese, that is not your job to say. Often, Michael Jordan, you ever listen to Michael Jordan? They ask him who's the greatest of all time. He says, it is not fair for me to say that I'm the greatest of all time because I got to respect the other eras. And guess what?
And the nigga don't got 11 championships. There's only one guy that got 11 championships. A nigga who he didn't just go back to back. He He didn't do 3-peats. This nigga did 7-peats. We don't want to hear, oh, it was the 50s and 60s. Nah, nigga, this is the time when you can only have one black player on your team. This is when you can't have fucking the big threes and shit. This is when you had to do extra work. This nigga is Bill Russell, the legendary fucking Bill Russell right there. The nigga who gave you 30 rebounds. Let's look at it. 14,000 points. 4,100 assists. 21,620 rebounds. 11-time championship, 11-time champion, 5-time MVP, 12-time All-Star. What else? NBA All-Star MVP, a 3-time first team champion, and a 4-time NBA rebound champion. That's the GOAT, nigga. Niggas talk about, oh yeah, getting 6 championships. Nigga, this nigga got 7. This nigga has 11. He got a ring for every finger plus 2. I mean, plus 1. My math was bad today, baby. But yeah, we can't do that. We ain't gonna play them like that. Oh, jokes aside, we can't be playing niggas like that. What the fuck is happening? Why are we doing this?
Everybody else calls him the greatest of all time. Angel Reese, if you want people to say that you are part of the reason the game is rising, let them say it. You don't have to say it. But she's so hell-bent on letting people know that. It comes from a place of hatred and jealousy because she feels like she's not being included. All right? So when you talk about what Angel Reese, oh boy, knocking it over. When you talk about what Angel Reese is responsible for, I believe she's responsible for creating that rivalry that everyone wants to tune into. When these two teams play, everybody's tuned in, everybody's locked in. But she's also responsible for allowing and giving people an opportunity upon the racial divide to choose a side that they've always wanted to choose. Always. Black or white. I don't like working in that. And I understand that it's the reality of life.
Just say because you got a white woman. Just say you got a white woman. Say you like white women and I'm choosing my white queens. This all right? It's all right to say that. Niggas say that shit all the time.
And we live in a world that people choose sides based off the color of people's skin. Catilin Clark is a sensational basketball player, guys. She's more skilled, more polished, more exciting than Angel Reese. But Angel Reese is a scrappy go-getter who's a double-double machine. She is. But that doesn't mean that her play is as exciting. It's not as exciting of a brand of basketball as what Catilin Clark plays. And it's okay to admit that. That is not marginalizing her. That is not putting her down. That is just saying what is right in front of your eyes. Angel Reese's popularity is embedded in the fact that she is the anti-Catilin Clark. Angel Reese is always on scene. She's at the Met Gala. She's doing the model stuff, and she's doing the brand activations. And Catilin Clark is not. Catilin Clark does some commercials. She goes on with Eli and Peyton for their simulcast, and she does some things here and there, but she's not as out there and on scene as Angel Reese is. That's the facts. You can hear a baby girl in the back right here. She's saying, yeah, I believe you, Daddy. You know, I'm a girl dad of 4. Kids love coming in here when we shoot these shows, so I got no problem with you guys hearing or seeing this because this is just life. This is reality. And our kids always want to be around us. But when I'm talking about Angel Reese, she can't act like people are making her the villain when she chose that role, okay? You can't play the victim when you're putting yourself in position to be analyzed as the villain with your behavior. Her reaction to that foul by Catilin Clark was not the reaction of someone who understands This is basketball. This is competition. You just fouled my teammate. You got an open layup. I'm going to make you earn it and go get it from the free throw line. To get up and try to fight her and then tell her that she's crazy is so wild. So I just have to say, I am not responsible with my analysis. I don't have to be responsible for the people who are demonizing Angel Reese for reasons outside of basketball. That is not my responsibility. My responsibility is to analyze what I see and use my experience as a player to understand the game. You talk about, oh, well, it's basketball. Yes, I was a Division I recruited basketball player offered by Florida after they won a national championship. Recruited by Baylor, recruited by Kansas, recruited by Oklahoma to play basketball. I know basketball. But this wasn't about basketball. This is about competing inside sports. And I will not shy away from calling a spade when I see it with my own eyes. I'm always going to keep it real with you guys. I don't care what color you are. There is no bias on Out of Pocket with RG3. Angel Reese, just say you hate Catilin Clark and the fact that she is getting all the credit for the expansion of women's basketball at the highest level. Don't tell us you respect her and then act disrespectful. This is one of the biggest one-sided beefs I've ever seen. Because Angel Reese, every chance she gets, she's doing...
Nigga, you never fought nobody a day in your motherfucking life, my nigga. What do you... Oh, salute, LV. Nigga, you never fought a nigga a day in your life. Stop it. Don't do that. This is when the cosplaying starts to happen.
Doing things to try to be the villain towards Catilin Clark. And Catilin Clark, every chance she gets, takes the high road and respects her opponent. It doesn't mean that when they compete, it doesn't get fiery, but it doesn't get personal. Angel Reese is making it personal every chance she gets, but it gets ratings. And you know what? Those ratings will be even better if Angel Reese just comes out and says it. I dislike Catilin Clark. I hate Catilin Clark. Her actions show that she does, and it's why everybody's tuned in. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to call a spade a spade. It doesn't matter what color you are. We are all open to see the observations, and when something is wrong, you call it wrong. Catilin Clark made a hard foul, got called for a flagrant. Angel Reese's reaction after that showed exactly how she feels about Catilin Clark because the evidence has been sitting in front of us for the past 2 years. Appreciate you guys checking out Out of Pocket with RG3. As you notice, Grete wasn't able to talk on this episode. She actually lost her voice today because our daughter, 7-year-old Gloria, scored 20 points and had a triple-double with 20 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 blocks in a game with her team against a bunch of 10-year-old boys. Crazy. But she lost her voice, screaming and celebrating because it's the most points Gloria has ever scored in the game. And it was a big breakthrough moment for her. So give a prayer out for Grete and her voice. Obviously, give a shout out to our daughter Gloria.
Yeah, he like them foreign white bitches. Yeah, that nigga, yeah, he be respirating for those white hoes. You can tell. That nigga, he was so happy talking about her. Whoa, what's this?
Scored in the game, and it was a big breakthrough moment for her. So give a prayer out for Grete and her voice.
He's so happy talking about his wife.
Give a shout out to our daughter Gloria for going out there and scoring the most points she's
that nigga
ever
so
scored
happy talking about his wife.
Boys
that
that are
shit
3 years
crazy.
older than her. And once again, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts, like, subscribe, follow, leave reviews and comments, download the episodes, and help us take this thing to the moon, Pocket Watchers.
Yo, that shit is crazy. This nigga really be talking about he hasn't said one good thing about Angel Reese. This nigga don't like black women. You could just nigga. This is. Let me tell you something. I don't like when people say, "Oh yeah, you just don't like black women," because they try to use that against Kamala. But this nigga don't really like black women. You could tell. You could see he got some type of like envy for black women, or like some type of not even envy. It's some type of hate, some type of hatred for black women. You know. This nigga, this shit is sad. I personally gotta say this shit is sad, and It's not even disappointing because you could just tell this is the type of nigga that he just is. It's just, my nigga, you look pathetic, my nigga. I'm gonna be personal. Any black man that do some shit like this, nigga, you look pathetic. You look pathetic, my nigga. You know, and if you go to jail because a white bitch sending you to jail, my nigga, so be it. You deserve it. You know, so nigga, you need to go to jail, yeah. But as what Ryan Clark said, man, he said what he was supposed to say. Cause that shit was it was crazy. Milkman talking crazy. Milkman hasn't said one good thing about Ryan Clark. I gotta personally be honest about that shit. And I feel like, Ryan Clark he said what he was supposed to say. You got niggas attacking him. Like you got Anthony. Let me tell you something. Antonio Brown, you should worry about going to jail, nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. You should worry about going to jail, my nigga. You shot at niggas and you trying to do that stand your ground law bullshit. That shit ain't gonna work today, baby. When a nigga flees, you don't go chase the nigga. You ain't George Zimmerman. You ain't a white boy. You going to jail, my nigga. You going to jail, my nigga. You go, and you know what? You gonna get the nice gold shackles that you can't even afford. Cause I heard you been trying to buy gold lately, my nigga, and that shit been declining. So, yeah, my nigga, you going to jail. I just want to see you in handcuffs, my nigga. It's just funny to see you in handcuffs. And plus, you's a sucker, nigga. I gotta be personally honest. You do sucker shit towards niggas. You can't blame no CTE on that shit. I'm gonna kick you back in, my nigga. So it is what it is. And who else? Le'Veon Bell, nigga. You won a championship for not playing, my nigga. I'm just gotta be personally honest. You couldn't do it on your own. You sold niggas out. But you always been a sellout, though. That's the thing. You always been a sellout. Your name is Le'Veon. So, you got mad. This nigga, what's his name? Le'Veon or some shit? Levon Bell? That nigga got mad because Ryan Clark blocked him. That nigga got so feminine. He took a picture and said, look what he did. Y'all niggas was teammates. Actually, hold on. Levon Bell, didn't you win the championship with the Steelers? Give me a second, everyone. Damn, nigga, you didn't even win a championship? That shit sucks. Nigga, I swore you won a championship. You never won a championship? Damn, I don't even think this nigga ever won a championship. Yo, that's crazy, my nigga. Give me 1 second, everyone. Yeah, he never won a championship. Yeah, them niggas never won a championship with him. Hey, so be it. You can't win everything. But I swore this nigga won a championship. Oh no, Tom Brady took it from you. I remember that game. Yeah, Thomas took it, man. That's fucked up. He did y'all niggas dirty too. That's the foul part. Was it Thomas? Yep, Thomas took that shit from you. Yo. Yeah, that nigga never won a championship. It's sad, but But let's see what Ryan Clark said, man. This shit's down to 5 minutes, so don't worry, everyone.
Freddie T, man, another exciting year. The WNBA started, and even with the Liberty being the champion and Asia Wilson being the MVP, all the talk is about Catilin Clark and Angel Reese.
Yeah, it started off with a bang, man. And I think in any business, you need an amazing storyline. And I believe we have one. Last year, it was the rookies. It was Catilin, it was Angel Reese. This year, the start of this season, we're back at it, right? Yeah. And if I didn't know any better, I would have thought they were trying to promo a fight, right? Because it was just a simple take foul. It was a foul. It was harmless. And I think Angel just got up in frustration at the point that they were down by so much right there in the third quarter. And she got up and she wanted to get a little aggressive. But I believe at the end of the day, we need that in the WNBA. I think that'll draw fans in. But yeah, Angel, you got to take that one, baby. Like, it wasn't even necessary. I think it was a little bit too dramatic. I believe Catilin handled it like a pro in her press conference. But it's good to see the aggression, the passion from Angel. But yeah, man, welcome to the...
But I'm going to say this. I'm glad he said that, but there's always a but towards these certain type of topics. This isn't the first time Angel Reese Catilin Clark has done shit like this. Then like, oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know why she's mad. She has done this multiple times. And this is why I'm not giving her a pass this time. This is the starting of the year. She's already on that bullshit again. She got multiple fines last year. Multiple texts. It's not like, she's like a fucking Southern Belle or some crazy shit like that. She's a trailer park girl. So why are we doing this?
The WNBA is back.
I love the fact that the WNBA has this exciting rivalry. And we've talked about Catilin Clark and Angel Reese for so long. I hate the fact that they're always pinned against one another. RG3 called what Angel Reese did hate. He said you could see the hate on her face for Catilin Clark. I'm not really sure when we moved in to being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Catilin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3...
Oh, yeah. He's right about that. Just looking at that, it's competition. He is right about that. That's something I didn't say. This shit is competition. But niggas got to be careful doing hard fouls like this. Like, let me tell you what I used to do when I played basketball. When niggas try to do some crazy shit, I just grab them and catch them like this. And the reason why I grab them like that, I bear hug them, just so they don't hurt themselves, me doing some stupid shit. I had a nigga, I was going to dunk one day. I can dunk. I used to can dunk. I was going to dunk, and the nigga went under me, and I did a flip and fell on my back. I could have been paralyzed. I could have broke my fucking neck. Just shit like that. So I picked up a fucking brick and threw it at him. So they say I went too far. I was like, nigga, I could have broke my neck. You doing stupid shit like that.
3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train and now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Catilin Clark's heroic or hero story.
Right.
The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black...
Yo, Ryan Clark, we tell who Ryan Clark revived me up. Yo, it's so crazy too. We were just talking about Mark Lamont Hill. Mark Lamar Hill is, he's very smart that he does shady shit to people. And this is one of the shady shit that Mark Lamar would have done. Listen to what this nigga said.
One thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Catilin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Caitlin Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why people love her so much. And so now if you're RG3...
Nigga, she's a great white hope for white people. Last person who was ever the great white hope, and I wouldn't even consider her the great white hope, is because she was rough around the edges. It was Tarazi. No. Was it Sue, the chick who used to play for Connecticut who won 2 champions? I think, was it Tarazi? Yeah, I think it was Tarazi. She won like 2 championships, but I don't know if she's like lesbian or some shit, or if she's just rough around the edges and white people don't like that shit. It's just, that's the certain thing. That's certain things that white people just don't like. I don't know why. They always had problems with white people like that. Like Tarazi, let me tell you something. If you never seen Tarazi before and she's just texting you, you would think she's black. A black chick who just likes to play basketball. But once you put a face, oh, she's a white bitch. Oh, shit. No, I'm sorry, Miss Tarazi, but she's a white chick. Oh, shit. I didn't even know that. Tarazi's cool. She's a cool chick. And I'm sorry to say, Caitlin Clark, if you have a conversation where she seems like she's a lame, I personally have to say that. I think she's a lame. And that's how you got to look at Caitlin Clark. Because let's personally be honest. She's not really... I don't want to shit on her, but... All right, I got to be personally honest. Caitlin Clark's game is not all of that. And I'm going to be personally honest. And the reason why... Nigga, if I could shoot 30 times a game too, I'm gonna make at least 15 of it. 15 to 16 points. She chunks up too many threes. She complains too much. When niggas shut her down, it's a problem. Oh, I can't get by. That's why she gets texts. She complains for the wrong thing. And let me tell you something else. The reason why Angel Reese has a problem with Caitlin Clark, because there was this guy, I don't know what his name is. He was saying shit to Angel Reese probably like 2-3 years ago. That's why when the nigga was trying to give her a hug or a handshake, she didn't want to shake his hand. Oh, I think it was Caitlin Clark's father. That nigga, you better what? I tell people all the time, black people, watch out for that type of person. Watch out for a man like that. He's a sneaky motherfucker. And I'm going to be the first one to say he's a sneaky motherfucker. Watch out for a person like him.
When is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women.
Oh, no.
You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. Mm-hmm. And so to me, it's just another situation that now this young lady has to deal with. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin.
This is why we call him we call him RG3 the milkman. He's the milkman. He can't live without milk. RC, say that shit again.
both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what Black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just another situation that
nigga brought the kids and the wife involved, nigga. Shine time, nigga. Let me say it again. Shine time. Say that again.
To educate you on what they're feeling, what Black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping.
We bringing the kids involved, nigga.
It's just another situation that now this young lady
we brought the kids
has
involved.
to deal with.
And the wife,
when I
nigga.
worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady, I've had a conversation with her. Right. I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what Black women deal with a lot from Black men who have chose to date or marry outside
Shine time, nigga.
They always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with.
Nigga, say that shit again.
What Black women deal with a lot from Black
say that
men
shit one
who
more
have chose
time,
to
nigga.
Date or marry outside of their race. They always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with over Black women by denigrating Black women. I feel like we should have an opportunity to move past that and understand that Angel Reese can be great in her own right, as Catilin Clark is as well. Catilin Clark is a likable and lovable superstar. She pays homage to the stars of the past. She pays homage to...
But she is boring. I would never watch a conversation with Catilin Clark. I don't give a fuck about Catilin Clark, nigga. Only time I want to watch Catilin Clark is when she's going against Chicago Skies. But I was a defensive player when I played basketball. I love grabbing rebounds over people. I love putting back up the ball. I love playing defense. You know, it just shows you how dominant I was. That was my favorite. Grabbing, stealing, throwing the ball, launching it. But if you need me to score because nobody else can score, I can score. I just don't like shooting. I just like grabbing rebounds and just putting this shit back up. Pump faking niggas and shit. That's all I like to do. So I like Angel Reese. I think Angel Reese is dope.
To the Black women that have come before her, and now she is carrying the mantle forward. So there's no need to pin those two against each other and paint them based on stereotypical tropes. Mm-hmm. And I think this is what I'd like RG3 to know, that no matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racists, he'll be no less Black than me.
At TJ Maxx.
Yo, RC, you did that. Yo, my nigga did the. I'm sorry. The nigga did the fucking Mark Lamont. Yo, he shaded him like Mark Lamont. He'll be doing the people. The nigga. Yo, give me a second. So the nigga did the same thing. Yo, Mark Lamont did that same shit to what's that bitch ass nigga's name? Myron Gaines, Muru, Habibi. He did that same shit to him when he said, yo, my nigga, you black as Elon Musk. He said, you're an Arab. But the nigga did it on Piers Morgan. That's why the nigga did that monkey shit, the monkey noise shit. It had the nigga thing. Yeah, that's the reason why he did that shit. You know, so... Nigga said, you could write, he said, yo, you could do all this racist shit as much as you want. He said, yo, you still be the same Black as me, my nigga. The nigga's disrespectful. You messed that nigga's hopes up. No, let's hear what this nigga said. Yo, this nigga's heartbroken. Yo, it was so bad, it was so bad where Ryan Clark said that the nigga didn't even have his wife there. Nigga didn't have the wife and kids there. Yo, that nigga brought the kids involved, nigga. Yo, he's ill, bro. He's bad.
Everybody, it's your boy RG3, and I just wanted to...
Yeah, he's not happy. Remember he had all that energy. Yo, it's RG3. Yo, that nigga's not even happy right now. He's pissed. Watch this.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy RG3, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of conversations
he's pissed
about
right
my
now.
sports take that Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark, which was purely based in basketball.
He's
But
pissed.
I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits.
Fuck that, nigga. Nah, I'm stopping it, nigga. Yo, we bringing the kids involved, nigga. We don't give a fuck. My nigga, you should have never did that shit. You had your wife up there drinking, you know, a cappuccino or something with her legs up trying to look like a baddie, my nigga. Then you got the kids running around. Yeah, nigga, he gonna bring the kids involved, nigga. This is why, yo, I never have my kids, when I do podcasting, I never have my kids involved. Nigga, one thing I learned about the streets, my nigga, and 50 said it the best, my nigga, niggas happy when you, niggas will use you being up or down. That's why you never tell a nigga how you doing. You just say, yo, you maintaining, I'm doing all right. Once a nigga knows you doing good, yeah, niggas gonna use that shit against you. Nigga know you doing bad, nigga gonna use that and manipulate you, my nigga. Niggas use that against people. Nigga, use your kids, my nigga. You the ones who brought your kids involved. I gotta be personally honest, he did bring the kids involved. He did. Yo, he was supposed to do that shit. The fuck? You're mad now? Cause you think he crossed the line? Nah, that nigga could have went 3 times worse.
Has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark. And that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree.
Fuck that, nigga.
With
We bringing a
sports
family.
opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal. But what that really shows is just how low of a person Ryan Clark is. So if you don't know, I gave a sports opinion stating that Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark. And I based it purely off of her actions on the court and in press conferences. It wasn't just because of the hard, flagrant foul in their opening game. I gave 5 examples that showcased Angel Reese's dislike for Catilin Clark. Because that's what I do. My job is to analyze sports. But I always make sure that I stay inside of the arena. I think this has to be said because a lot of what Ryan Clark said was so racially based, it was uncomfortable. Just because Angel Reese is a black woman doesn't mean.
Nah, he's mad because he got that fucking smoke. Nigga brought the kids involved. RC is funny. He's like, nigga, you can't even tell your kids how it feels to be black, nigga. He said, nigga, you never been around black women before. He's like, both of your marriages were white women, nigga. That nigga's disrespectful, my nigga. He's heated right now. Yo, this nigga don't even know what to say. Yo, this is his mad. The way how he's talking right now, this is how mad he ever been. He never been on no fuck all them niggas. I'll shoot this bitch up, nigga. He never been on no shit like that. He's not on that time. This is the time he's on right now. The nigga can't. That's why I told y'all I don't think this nigga ever had a black experience before. Real talk. Listen.
Angel Reese's dislike for Catilin Clark. Because that's what I do. My job is to analyze sports. But I always make sure that I stay inside of the arena. I think this has to be said because a lot of what Ryan Clark said was so racially based.
That nigga's mad.
It was uncomfortable.
Look at him.
Just because Angel Reese is a black woman doesn't mean that a black man or a black woman who happens to be an analyst can't give their opinion on her game. Just because... Yeah.
That nigga's mad, yo. He's mad, yo. I'm sorry to keep on cutting this, but this shit is just hilarious to me. The nigga got his family shirt on. The nigga left the wife. He's like, babe, you can't come in this one. I'm gonna be pissed off over here. I gotta say what I got. I gotta defend your honor. Go and defend your white queen, man. Go defend your white queen. That nigga's heated.
Angel Reese is a black woman doesn't mean that a black man or a black woman cannot critique her game.
That nigga's mad.
To be quite frank, a black man or a black woman can critique anybody's game just the same as a white man or a white woman can critique anybody's game.
Go coon up, nigga. Go and do the cooning and buffooning, nigga.
Regardless of the color of skin that somebody is. And if you don't like that opinion, that's fine. But it shouldn't resort to personal attacks.
It's shine time, nigga. What you mean?
Space, man. Debate the game. That's fine. Debate the game. But don't play with people's families. Don't bring my wife and my kids and my home into something because you're trying to prove a point. Because if you need to cross that line and attack the person, then you've already lost. You've already lost whatever it is that you think that you're trying to win. Ryan Clark said, I don't understand the struggles of black women because my wife is white. That is so wrong. Way out of bounds. He suggested that I don't value because my wife is white.
Yo, that nigga's hurt, nigga. What's this?
You've already lost whatever it is that you think that you're trying to
hurt. His feelings is hurt, nigga.
Ryan Clark said, I don't understand the struggles of black women because my wife is white. That is so wrong. Way out of bounds. He suggested that I don't value my own wife, the one that I'm building a family with, the one that I protect, the one that I love and cherish, but that I only value her because her skin is white. That is so wrong and way out of bounds. Ryan Clark implied a man that has never sat down at our dinner table. He implied that he knows my wife and values my wife and knows my marriage better than I know my own marriage.
I think that nigga does.
That is so wrong.
That shit is funny.
Way out of bounds.
Shit. Nigga, all I gotta tell y'all niggas is shy time, man. I'm loving this shit. He's heated. That nigga's mad. Look at
I know my own marriage. That is so wrong.
Oh shit.
Way out of bounds.
That nigga's playing. That nigga got a victimhood mindset. That nigga's he's playing victim, my nigga. That shit is crazy. Yo, nigga, you wanna talk about my girl, my nigga? Yo. I'm going deep into your history, my nigga. I would have been super petty, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck, my nigga. He would have, RC, you my nigga, but you would have caught some smoke with me, my nigga. I would have said everything under the sun about you, my nigga. I would have said everything. Mr. Milkman is hurt right now. You hurt Milkman's feelings.
Conversations in my own home about the struggles that black women have faced in this country because my wife is white.
Yeah, he's eating. He's mad.
That's so wrong and way out of bounds, man.
That nigga's hurt.
Not to mention that we also raise black daughters.
Who's we, nigga?
That I have a black mom, 2 black sisters, black aunties,
you sure?
Black cousins, a black niece.
You positive?
That makes 0 sense.
That nigga's feelings is hurt.
He claimed that I want to appeal to
Mr. Milkman. Shout out to his Mason.
So because he doesn't agree with what I said, and maybe somebody over there said something similar that he doesn't agree with or that he doesn't align with politically or personally, because I said what I said, didn't tie it to what they said. Now I want to appease to a certain audience. That's so wrong and way out of bounds. The only audience I'm focused on is the audience of one. I'm trying to please God. I'm trying to wake up every single day and try to get better for my family.
My nigga, don't bring God into this shit, all right? My nigga, I gotta say that. Don't bring God into this motherfucker, my nigga. It's shine time. You wasn't bringing God when you was talking about hate, my nigga. You say you knew what hate was. All of a sudden, nigga brought the kids involved. Now you want to talk God. Nigga, go to church. Get off this podcast and shit and go to church, my nigga. You don't need to be talking no more. And I just got to be personally honest about you. The nigga said what he said, nigga. What you gonna do about it, nigga? We don't want to hear you play this white victim shit, nigga. You acting like your wife Karen. Nigga, now we know where you getting the Karen shit from. From your wife, my nigga. We gotta bring the kids involved now. We gotta bring the wife involved. You had them fucking baby kids running around. Them half yellow waffle looking kids running around here. Baby got the hair all fucked up and shit because your wife don't know how to braid coil your hair. Fucking your wife drinking fucking whatever it was European coffee or tea, whatever that shit is, sitting there clapping when you degrade black women. Nah, nigga, it's shine time. Shine time out here. This is the type of bullshit we on right now. We gotta make content out of you.
I'm not trying to please, man. But why is that even in question just because he disagrees with my sports take? I gotta make it be known, like, my
shine time, yep.
is
it's
not
shine
based
time.
upon the color of somebody's skin. It's based on the content of their character. I think one of the greatest Americans to ever live, Martin Luther King Jr., said that. Hell,
We don't want to hear that bullshit about Martin Luther King, my nigga. We don't want to hear that shit. He like white bitches too. The fuck? At least the nigga was married to a black chick. He had white side chicks. Nigga, you married the help. You married the entertainment. Twice. Not just once, but twice, nigga, you married the entertainment. She sucked your ball so much that you put a ring on it, nigga. What's going on? The fuck is going on? Your feelings is hurt, my nigga. You want this nigga to get fired. Because you're an ESPN reject and you want him to be on the same level as you. You on a crab in a bucket type of nigga.
Able to marry my wife. Because back then, it was frowned upon. It was illegal for a black man and a white woman to get married. So why would Martin Luther King Jr. fight for everything that he fought for and do everything that he did in the civil rights movement and push us forward for another black man to try to tear you down and tear down your sports take and make it personal and talk about your wife and your family?
Because it's shine time, baby.
My sports opinions are based.
At TJ Maxx, you can afford to turn your closet into a place of endless expression.
Not on the color of someone's skin, but they're based upon what I see and using my experience and expertise as an athlete to come to a conclusion so I can talk to you guys about what I see, how I saw it, give you the examples from my own career, from what I've seen, what I've been taught by some of the greatest coaches to ever walk this earth. So why make that personal about my family and my wife and my kids? Let me be clear, guys. It is wildly inappropriate. Wildly inappropriate.
This nigga been crying victim for like 7 minutes, nigga.
Low for someone to try to weaponize and attack someone's wife and kids just because they don't agree with their sports take. It's dangerous to attack someone's wife, their marriage, and their family just because you want to pander and make it seem like you are supporting black women. You don't have to tear down a black man to support black women. You don't have to tear down anybody to support someone. I didn't make it personal with Angel Reese. I didn't drag her family. I didn't question her soul. My opinion was based off of basketball. And I don't think it's a problem that she hates Catilin Clark. I think it's great for the WNBA. It creates a rivalry. And guess what? I said all those things. But Ryan, you crossed the line, man. You made it personal and some. I really believe there should be no space in sports media for personal attacks. I've said it before, but certainly personal.
But I say it's shine time, baby. We got to get busy. We got to get busy out here. All y'all podcasters, all y'all content creator, we got to clown this nigga. I'm sorry. We got to clown him. This nigga's feelings is hurt, my nigga. I never seen a bitch made nigga ever like, yo, if bitch made nigga was in a dictionary, it would be look like just like this nigga. Yo, this nigga look pathetic, nigga. Yo, you look pathetic out there. Yo, wow. Yo, nigga, are you serious? You really... Nigga, you just giving me content just to make fun of you, my nigga. Like, yo, what do you... Why are you doing this to me, man? Why?
Attacks against wife and children have always been off limits. Ryan, you attacked me and my family in a public forum on a level that shows just how low of a human being you are. You can disagree with me all you want. Challenge my takes, but keep my family and my wife out of it. That's a boundary that should always be respected, man. Always. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for ESPN.
That nigga trying to get him fired.
It's cowardly, it's spineless, and it's weak.
Nigga,
Ryan
what
Clark.
you mean, nigga? This is good for ESPN, man. You just said it, bro. This is good for... Nigga, the Angel Reese and the hate, that shit was good for WNBA. Yo, this shit's good for ESPN, baby. Come on. That nigga's a clown, bro. Keep my family out of this. That's all I gotta tell y'all niggas. Keep my family out of this. I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm not trying to make fun of you, but my nigga, yo, you're wildin', bro. Oh my God. That nigga's feelings is hurt.
Personally attacking me and my family. Personally because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for him as a man.
Nigga, you had them little nigglets running around. Now he's talking about it's bad for business. Nah, nigga. Business is up now. ESPN is up. We're gonna watch ESPN now. I gotta be personally honest. That shit was crazy. Like, yo. Yo, that nigga's feelings was hurt. Keep my family out of this. Nah, nigga. It's shine time, my nigga. Yo, that shit was crazy. I have never seen no shit like that ever. Oh, my God. That nigga was like, leave my family out of this. You know? But, yo, you know what? I want to see... I want to see what niggas think about this, so we gotta look some shit up and see what niggas think about this. You know who's gonna have a crazy outlook of this? Marcellus. Marcellus is an old hating ass nigga from California, but I love this. I love how this nigga talk shit about people. He slick diss niggas. He slick diss niggas like he's from New York.
We can make it.
He be on that type of time. He be slick dissing niggas like that. He's from New York. We gotta watch this shit. You know,
Strong muscles. Blah, blah, blah. What's up, y'all? It's Marcel Swally, that dude.
He's happy. He got content. Nigga, shine time.
We could be here all damn day. This is deep. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about Angel Reese and Catilin Clark having a feud that turned into a Ryan Clark and RG3 beef. And RG3's white wife.
Shine time, nigga.
All right, so this is crazy, right? Both of these guys, though, and we're not gonna do this because it's too long. Both wrote about what their videos were about, and they eloquently described what they were trying to show in those videos. Now, the videos give you a different
shine time, nigga.
So a lot of it gets lost, but we're gonna talk through it and referee it. But I want you to understand what they were really trying to say. In summation, it seems like this. If you're Ryan Clark, you're telling RG3, look, you can't talk bad about Angel Reese, a black woman, knowing the plight of the black woman and the stereotypes and tropes of the black woman, especially when you're married to a white woman. I'm summing this up right now before we get deep into the details. But if you really respect sports, you understand that every cheer and every boo creates a rivalry, which creates heroes and villains. And every cheer and every boo is not just cheer and boo. It's not, it does something to you, and a black player, you cool. Well, it's really not black and white between those two. It's not Catilin Clark, I'm mad at you because you white. I'm mad at you because you got the throne. And not because
Catilin Clark.
Nah, I'm not watching this. I'm sorry. I can't watch this, everyone. I can't watch it. I want to see niggas crash out. I'm sorry. I usually like to see you crash out. Hold on 1 second.
So while I'm gone, you'll feed Rosie Blue Buffalo?
I got Imes.
But Blue has deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal.
I like to see niggas crash out. I like crash out type of niggas. You know? I think this shit is good for content.
Y'all been hitting me up, and I know it's time to chop it up about that Ryan Clark and RG3.
Nigga, stop being scared, though. That's what I want to know. Stop being scared, nigga. Tell him.
Whatever the hell we gonna call it. I know it just keeps on going. And we're going to do a hydration situation about it where we're going to use their words against them. Break it down meticulously. But
Told you he's
now,
like a
let's just
nigga
have
from New
general
York.
Conversation about what the hell is going on. Because there's been some violations. Some lines have been crossed thoroughly. Habitual lines. Let's start off here. Because we know this is not just about no intentional foul.
Nigga, it's RC, Ryan Clark, the line stepper versus fucking, what's his name? RG3, the milkman. The milkman versus the line stepper. That's what type of shit we on right now.
No shove in the back, no walk down, no staring, no hold me backs. Nah, we got a deeper issue in our world, even in our sports world, which is supposed to be protected from the world at large, but we all know how this racial conversation continues to dominate the storyline when it comes to Catilin Clark and Angel Reese. So RG3 takes it upon himself to give a take, which was a sports take that said basically he thinks Angel Reese hates Catilin Clark. Now raise your hand if you agree with him. Maybe hate is strong, but certainly loves the attention that comes with any altercation with Catilin Clark. Catilin Clark don't want that smoke because, first of all, she's like, the attention's already here. The attention's already there for you. We don't have to be combative in those situations. But RG3's take was basically, look, I've seen inconsistencies in you, Angel Reese, and how you react to different opponents when they do different things to you, right? And we're going to break
Told
that
you he's
down.
on that bullshit.
But then also he took it a step further and said, and when you see things happen to Catilin Clark, you hella pumped, taking it to the next level. And those dynamics are cool. That's a normal take in sports media, right?
you get your summation based off of a lot of evidence, some anecdotes, and you realize, okay, I'm gonna say that this player is hating, this player is soft, this player is mentally weak, whatever you want to do. So I thought he was in his right to do that. But the problem became when Ryan Clark retorted on the pivot and said, basically, I'm gonna undermine that take because what do you know about the plight of the black woman when you go home to a white woman?
Oh no! That nigga started trouble. Yo, that nigga, yo. This I say Marcellus, he's a fucking troublemaker. He know that shit didn't mean that shit. Hold on. Say it again. This was what Ryan Clark was trying to say. This is why I say, yo, the nigga's sneaky. Ryan Clark was saying, like, yo, you never dated a white woman. Every person that you basically gave a ring to was white. So how can you talk about the black experience if you're going home to a white? I mean, how can you talk about the black experience with your kids if you really never dated a black woman? You only married white women. And niggas only know you for marrying white women. And we always seen you cooning and buffooning, nigga. I'm throwing extra sauce on that shit. So how is it possible this nigga can talk about the black experience, but niggas only see him with white women? He's disqualified, my nigga. But this nigga, he's a troublemaker. Watch this.
Became when Ryan Clark retorted on the pivot and said, basically, I'm gonna undermine that take because what do you know about the plight of the black woman when you go home to a white woman? God dang, like even hearing that, it's like, what the? But saying that, and here's the most egregious part about that. Here's the violation. In Ryan Clark's effort to protect black women, he decides to come at a black man and restrict him in terms of his freedom of expression. To say that somebody else deserves to be open and to be respected for who they are and to be fully rewarded for their efforts and work, black women, you're gonna go seesaw and actually go at a black man just because he's married to a white woman. Which is interesting because Ryan Clark, last time I checked, your first love, your baby mama, your first child was from a white woman. So now,
but he's married to a black woman now. That nigga's not disqualified. This is why I said Marcellus Small is a sneaky. That nigga's married to a black woman right now. He knows the black experience. He didn't take that shit for, he didn't say, oh, because I go out with white women. And he even said it himself. And I got to defend RC because of this. He told RC, certain black men, once they start going out with white women, they like to cape. They forget that they're black, basically. RG3 is way past thinking that he's black. I don't even think this nigga I don't even think he knows a black man.
now it's like, what are y'all trying to prove? Who's blacker? And I don't think RG3 is on a mission to prove anything except to be, which we all want to be. The only box you want to be in is no box. And there's no judgment on RG3 because he's married to a white woman in this conversation.
Nah, fuck
but
that.
when you
Yes,
don't
it
have
is.
a point, you take it there. So I thought that was just a major violation. One, it's the man's wife. God dang, we ain't got no decency.
Nah,
But
fuck
two,
that, nigga.
if you try to play it off like it was just a matter of fact, you don't have to have a black wife to talk about black women. If you black, how you think you became black? Oh my God, this is just ignorance. So anyway.
Nah, Marcellus, this is why I said this nigga's a troublemaker. This nigga's a troublemaker and he knows what he's doing. You caping for that coon ass nigga. This is why I say, this nigga's sneaky. This is why I wanted to watch his take on it. I'm glad he got violated, nigga. Niggas is laughing about that shit. I think that shit is funny, if you ask me. Hell yeah, nigga got violated, nigga. Yo, that nigga crashed out, my nigga. I thought that shit was so funny. Yo. Yo, that nigga's trying to save him, bro. That nigga's really trying to save him. Oh, shit. Did him kill Jason? Got milk? Yeah, nigga. Y'all milkman ass niggas. Yeah, nah, fuck that. I think that shit was funny, nigga. Oh, yeah. Niggas, and then he got audacity to call some niggas jigaboo. That's the crazy part about it. This shit is crazy. Oh my god, man. Yo, we gotta find one more, man. Then after that, we just gotta go dumb out and watch some clips and something. Let's see. Yeah, nigga crashed out, bro. I'm glad Ryan Clark crashed out, I think he deserved a crash out for a second, Like, nigga, we love a good old crash out, And, like, niggas is going crazy over this stuff, too. That's the funny part. It's like, yo, has it went too far? Nah, I don't think that shit went too far, nigga. I think that shit went left. And I'm glad that shit went left. Let's go to Forgotten Kings. See what
At
these
TJ
niggas
Maxx,
say.
you can afford to
And
turn
after
your
that,
closet into a place of
we're gonna
endless
get into
expression.
some real shit.
With quality, styles, and prices you love. Max, what makes you
that little redhead girl.
RG3 made a comment saying, after watching Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese and the aftermath, there's no way Angel Reese can continue the lie that she doesn't dislike Caitlin Clark. I know what hatred looks like. Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, not some basketball rivalry hate either. It's hate. So then Ryan Clark responded, and this is what Cam was saying. The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. So yeah, what do you think about their discourse? Because there's a whole other thing going on. And obviously there's more that's been said, but these are the two main quotes.
I am a firm believer, because that's a pet peeve of mine as well. I do not like people to talk up like they're for black people that have a non-black spouse. That's just a personal preference of mine that I don't understand. I don't understand how you speak for people that you don't prefer. I never understood that, whether it's a black intelligent woman that has a Caucasian husband. Not that there's anything wrong with her having a Caucasian husband, but I think at that point, to be the voice for black people, you got to be excluded from that. We have great artists that tries to go on black rants, but then you marry all white women. I think that kind of excludes you from being the voice of black people when you don't prefer them yourself. So to actually stand up for something you don't prefer is kind of like an oxymoron to me and to my intellect.
Did you think, Ryan Clark's correlation was to what RG3 had to say about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, the hate thing?
I said it already. Like I said, RG3 is a great journalist, especially what he does on ESPN, The Pivot, so on and so forth. But I just thought all of this over a foul. What I took from that, to be totally honest with you, is that Ryan Clark never liked RG3. Because he started saying that he said, you're a terrible, Ryan Clark said, yo, you was a terrible teammate on the field and a terrible teammate off the field when he was on NFL Live or ESPN or whatever. So I'm taking it that he never liked RG3. And he said, and he basically finally found the reason to let him know that he didn't like RG3. That's how I took it. But then RG3 doubled back and said, yo, you crossed the line talking about my wife, this, that, and the third, and you went too far. And ESPN, they should be ashamed to have you up there. What I took from that was you trying to get the nigga fired.
Thank you! Thank you, nigga! Trying to get that nigga fired, bro.
It wasn't even an ESPN.
Say that shit again.
What I took from that was you trying to get the nigga fired.
Thank you, nigga.
Definitely.
He wasn't even on ESPN when he said it. He was on the show The Pivot. It wasn't even an ESPN thing.
Yo, the nigga got fired from ESPN. Nigga, what you mean? Calling niggas jigaboos and shit. That's how that nigga got fired. Niggas don't got no sympathy for you, nigga. Come on.
ESPN thing. But I believe that RG3 may be bitter because he got let go from ESPN.
Thank you, nigga.
Said, the way I take it is this. He never liked RG3, and he been looking for a reason to tell niggas he don't like
nigga,
RG3.
give that smoke, nigga,
and
shine time.
This was the door that opened so he could say his real feelings about him. For him to say, you was a terrible teammate on the field and on TV too, this sounds like he been wanting to get this off his chest.
That nigga say that again, yo. Let him say that again, nigga. I was right, nigga. I told y'all.
But I believe that RG3 may be bitter because he got let go from ESPN.
Thank you, nigga.
For what Ryan Clark said, the way I take it is this. He never liked RG3, and he been looking for a reason to tell niggas he don't like RG3.
Yo, the sad thing about it, I totally forgot Ryan Clark played for Washington Redskins, my nigga. I totally forgot.
RG3, and this was the door that opened so he could say his real feelings about him.
Thank
For him
you.
to say,
Do your thing,
he was
RC.
a terrible teammate on and
Shine
off the
time,
field
nigga.
and on TV too. This sounds like he been wanting to get this off his chest. Called him corny too.
Yeah.
He said you corny and all type. He was listening.
Point. That's
I'm
a good
just
point. The difference, and I'm not changing this because it's you.
Niggas is mad,
The
bro.
difference between you is that you don't just do white women.
Okay, yeah, I'm
if
not,
all
yeah.
you did was a white woman,
yeah,
and
nigga.
then you come up here saying, fight the power.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
All right, cool. I get it.
You get what I'm saying? That's what niggas be doing.
All right, cool.
Talking
I just
about,
wanted to know.
oh, for the people. How are we for the people?
Man, nigga, you gotta have
You
more.
ain't for the people.
Nigga, my baby mother's Asian, nigga, but I dated all black women. I dated mostly all black women. Like 90% of women I dated were black. Or from some type of black diaspora. It's just like, nigga. This nigga only date white women. So we don't want to hear all that black, racial shit from you, my nigga. You look crazy.
I don't want to be the ambassador for the black people.
You don't want to be the face of the league. You don't want to be the ambassador.
I don't want to be ex-Klan. I don't want to be Brother J.
Yeah, so he was ex-Klan. And then we find out you married Trish.
Yeah, I did that. Brother J. Yeah, I got you. I got
Brother
you.
Jay, listen, my brother, the Nubian power and all of that. And then you walk in with Trish, though. What we gonna say?
Yeah, like, don't drink your juice in the hood.
And shout out to Trish, yeah.
But that nigga, that character from Don't Drink, the Menace to Society parody.
Yeah.
He was a super duper Muslim and
nigga like white bitches.
Don't drink your juice in the hood. One of them shit. That shit was hilarious.
So when
I get that.
so when RG3 gives his take, because of that is his reality. It makes his commentary comes across as vague and pretty much desensitized, you know, and sometimes that's the case.
Yo, that shit was crazy, nigga.
World famous Ed Lover, and you are watching for.
Yo, Dr. Umar is going again with
Niggas about to go crazy. with
what's
this.
going on, world? It's Xiaomi Sensei ripping them back again with another video. Listen, y'all, what in the Dr. Umar is going on with Ryan Clark and RG3? For those who may not know, over
crazy,
the weekend,
bro.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark competed against each other, and in the third quarter, Caitlin Clark was hit with a flagrant foul against Angel Reese. Okay, her reaction after being fouled, she immediately got off the ground, very passionate, animated, right? People, deem this play a tough, competitive basketball play. Okay.
Oh, I ain't gonna say, hold up. I didn't say Angel Reese wouldn't swing on her. Angel Reese is from Baltimore, or was it Maryland? Baltimore, Maryland? Yeah, she would have swung on her. Yeah. She got saved. Caitlin got saved. Don't get that fucked up. But it was a dirty play.
No harm in Angel Reese's reaction. No harm in a competitive foul made from Caitlin Clark. Okay, however, RG3 seen this play and went on his platform and basically said he believes that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Okay, his comments sparked a lot of backlash from fans. and other people in sports media. You know what I mean? One person in particular, Ryan Clark. All right, immediately he responded to RG3's comments, and in his post, Ryan Clark says, the one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. If you're RG3, when's the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what black women deal with, what they're seeing, and what they think of a young Angel Reese. Okay, now, of course, not long after, RG3 immediately responded and basically called out Ryan Clark for attacking his family by just speaking on his wife and his house altogether. You get what I mean? So Ryan Clark, he responded, firing right back saying, bruh, you know what it is with me and you. I saved you the entire season on Monday Night Football. I urge people to let you be you, no matter how corny, how bad a teammate you were. I had your back. What did you do? Invite someone on your show you know I don't fool with to ask questions about me and then hit me weeks later to tell me you're going to challenge one of my takes. You're phony, bro. One of the worst teammates I've ever had, both on the field and in TV. You got to do what you got to do.
Yo,
I didn't attack your
and
wife.
the sad thing about it, he only played football with this nigga for 1 year. Sad nigga. Yo, this shit, it hits him bad. His feelings is hurt. He don't know how to act.
I spoke on what you do on social media and TV. Like I said, I met your wife, and she seemed like a lovely lady that was worth more than the color of her skin. You be good, bruh. Now, again, here's the play. Hopefully they don't flag. Let me show y'all the play real quick so y'all can see. Between Ryan Clark and RG3. This is crazy. Let me show y'all this play real quick. Like I said, hopefully they don't hit me.
That nigga's feelings is hurt, bro.
Well, look, boom. She went to the ground, got up. Now her reaction, everybody, you know how it goes in sports. You know what I mean? Both teams get to holding back, players, coaches. But for some reason, RG3 synced this and believed that, yeah, Angel Reese really hates Caitlin Clark. That's how RG3 felt. Now, again, if you watch his platform, you understand his wife is in the background. She's eating popcorn. She's drinking tea. The optics of it all is very triggering because, again, it does seem like at times RG3 is pandering. You know what I mean? Shucking and jiving. However, Marcellus Wiley, who we all know, he doesn't really have he has a strong dislike for Ryan Clark. He went ahead and basically called out Ryan Clark for having a white woman. You know what I mean? A white wife once upon a time. You get what I mean? This whole conversation has now turned into a debate about interracial dating and being able to speak on black issues, even though you have a white woman in the house. You know what I'm saying? Or at least once upon a time, because again, from the research I did, Ryan Clark, he's been married to a black woman since 2004. However, as you've seen with the debate, or at least the reaction from Cam and Mace, a lot of people agree. If you're going to speak on black issues, at least have a black woman. You know what I mean? At least have love for a black woman. You know what I'm saying? If you're constantly being seen with white women, yet you're speaking up on black issues, people are going to feel as if you have no love for the black woman. You know what I'm saying? You don't even love yourself because you didn't even want to date someone who looked like you, who looked like your mother. You know what I'm saying? But again, all of this because of a competitive play between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. That's the craziness about all of this. Now, again, the media can't let them off the hook. Why? Because at the end of the day, they want people to watch the product, right? Look at the NBA. They went through a lot of criticism, you get what I mean, on the product. And it was a lot of issues with the ratings. They just signed off on a crazy deal, right? When it comes to media, now you see all of these NBA games being split up on all of these different platforms. And the views and the ratings took a hit. You know what I mean? A lot of people's criticizing the product. These players are not as competitive as they once were. And here they are. Here we are nearing the finals and people are drawn in. You know what I mean? On every play. WNBA, on the other hand, they trying to get to that point where people are constantly watching and tuning in. So as we all know, race, that's one of the go-to when it comes to just sparking engagement and reactions from people. And that's something that the media has been able to do when promoting Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Now, when you hear Caitlin Clark speak about Angel Reese and vice versa, you know, there's some somewhat love and respect, but again, they're competing against each other. There has to be some competitiveness there, right? Even here, again, NBA players get criticized on them being too friendly. So I think when it comes to this play, a lot of people overreacted to it, and I understand it. The WNBA, they want to promote this league just like the NBA. They just signed off on a crazy, I think, TV deal. And again,
At TJ Maxx, you can.
That shit is crazy, man. Yo, he said what he's supposed to say. You know, niggas is getting mad about that shit, but I'm glad he said it.
The end game, the overall objective is to get people to tune in. You know what I mean? And when it comes to RG3 and Ryan Clark, listen, they have transitioned from the first take, right, the old form of sports media, and now they transitioning into this content creating space where people believe controversy brings in the views, the traffic, and rightfully so, because people are now reacting, giving their takes between Ryan Clark and RG3.
Because it's shine time, baby.
And it's on the Pivot Show. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff, you know, that's masked behind this so-called.
I'm going to say this, everyone. Ryan Clark was right to do that shit. You know? I'm going to be personally honest. I loved it. I thought that shit was amazing. You know? Give me a second, everyone. Because we're going to do a bonus. We're going to watch something of Tariq Nasheed, see what's popping off with him. You know? Let's see. Something quick, fast. Give me a second. Something awesome. Something quick, fast, Ricky Bobby too. So we're gonna do a half of this.
So everyone invited a +1 for dinner. You officially need a lot of pizza fast. Nice work.
It's very formal. Mr. Chocolate, please. You want to get on up here?
Nigga's name is Mr. Chocolate.
All right, Mr. Chocolate. Ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, I'm here, Tariq.
There you go. What's up, Mr. Chocolate?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, where you from, Mr. Chocolate?
I'm from Nigeria. You've asked me before.
Okay, I don't remember, and I don't remember this thumbnail, and I don't remember you using the name Chocolate. You used another name, sir.
Yeah, I use chocolate on another space. So I don't know why you keep saying it as chocolate. It's born.
Is just well, it says chocolate. Okay, for some reason it says chocolate on here. Do y'all see chocolate or burn? Because when I click your profile, it says burn, but when I look at it, it says chocolate.
That's Twitter messing up.
Now, how they gonna call a nigga chocolate though? How they gonna? Did you ever use the word chocolate? Did you? You had to have used the term, right?
That nigga was probably out there trying to get some bussy, nigga. Some chocolate.
No. I just use the word chocolate, but niggas keep saying pause, pause when talking to me. I have to change it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's we okay. Let me explain our culture. We don't like to call.
No,
Hold on. Let me explain FBA
no,
culture real quick.
it doesn't mean
No,
I
no,
can
no, no.
answer
Let
chocolate.
me hold on. Just slow down. Let me explain FBA culture. Foundational Black American men, we don't like to refer to other niggas as something edible. All right, that's some shit we don't like to. We ain't calling no nigga Twinkie. We don't like to call a nigga Hershey. We don't want to call a nigga Cookie. We don't call dudes edible names. Anything edible, we ain't trying to call no other nigga that. You know, that's why folks are kind of getting on you. I'm not. That's why I said Mr. Chocolate. I'm not just gonna sit here calling no grown rusty nigga no chocolate. So that's a part of our culture. All right, just to let you know, a part of FBA culture, sir. All right, but go ahead.
So, are you trying to say I'm the only answers the nickname chocolate?
Yeah,
well,
pretty much, nigga.
I don't know. There might be other cats, but I don't know what their lifestyle is. But I just don't want to. I'm not referring to no.
Yo, this nigga's still shading the nigga. Talk about listen to this dude's wilding.
Well, I don't know. There might be other cats, but I don't know what their lifestyle is. But yeah, I just don't want to. I'm not referring to no grown ass man as something edible. All right. But what's on your mind?
Yeah, a couple of things on my mind. You were talking about theaters going out and risk our life while trying to preach and what we practice and all that. You Tariq, you're saying you're only comfortable inside the space. You understand? And you can't come out. You only started this FBA group of a thing after you got rich. Could you do it when you were like Johnny Somali's age? You wouldn't have been able to come out. They would have smacked your ass. You're hiding inside the space.
Who gonna smack my ass? Who?
Me will smack your ass if you take a microphone and start talking this.
Sir, I would knock all the bushmeat out of your mouth. You're not smacking nobody. You're not gonna smack anything, sir. No, don't try to talk tough with your little rib cage show. Don't talk tough, sir. Your rib cage is showing. You're not
My
gonna
nigga
smack.
said with your rib cage showing. Yo, this nigga's wild out here. Yo. Yo, what's wrong with this man? Yo, he's ill.
Smack anything, sir. No, don't try to talk tough with your little rib cage show. Don't talk tough, sir. Your rib cage is showing. You're not gonna smack nobody, sir.
Yeah.
Only thing you're doing is smacking your lips, eating barbecue zebra legs.
Yo, he's worse than me, bro.
Y'all stop trying to talk tough, and you have no vitamin D in your system. You got no iron, and you got no fiber.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
So you're not healthy. You're not healthy enough to smack anybody, sir. So stop that. Don't try to talk gangster. That shit don't work on us. I know how you build. You ain't built like that. So stop the tough guy talk and show some respect.
Tariq, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm bulky, 6 feet tall.
That's because you're sitting on a giraffe, sir. You're a little pygmy.
Nigga
You're just tall because you're on a giraffe, and I will steal your giraffe. So watch your mouth, sir. Let's not play those games. Now, Mr. Chimbuco, whatever your name is. I'm just not gonna call no moist Tepper chocolate. Now, why are you so jealous and upset with foundational Black Americans?
This is crazy. Chimbuco.
With Unrivaled, right? Want to just hear
That
what your
nigga's
experience
butchering
was,
niggas'
and what
names
you
and
thought
stuff.
it would be going into it, and what your point of view on it is, having just finished the first season.
I had no idea what we were doing. Obviously, it was like we're gonna go to play.
Chimbuco.
Mr. Chimbuco.
Tariq, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. My name is not Tobuko. You don't even know what that means.
Chimbuco. Yes, I'm not calling you chocolate. No, that's the name you use. No, that's the name you use for white men that you got to give reach arounds to in order to get your green card. That's what they call you. I'm not calling you chocolate.
I have a suggestion, Tariq. I have a suggestion for the Zulu parade, the New Orleans. What are black people? What are black Americans called in New Orleans? Because They say we should stop generalizing all Black Americans. So is there a slang or a name for each Black American group in every state in America? What are the slang name or the official name of Black Americans in New Orleans?
Well, what do you mean official names? There's no official names. There's different names there. Some people call themselves African Americans. Some people call themselves foundational Black Americans. Some people identify as being Creole. So there's different things.
Okay, I have a suggestion. They say they should change the name from Zulu. Why can they change it to Fubu Parade or something? You know, like for us by us, the Fubu Parade. That's
Boy, you gotta work on that tether wit, boy. That tether wit is dry. That
no,
tether wit is
it's not a joke, Tariq. I'm just saying a Fubu Parade sounds cooler, than a Zulu parade. Fubu Parade.
so y'all should change your parade to the Bushmeat Parade. And you know how we have the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade and we have a giant turkey? You guys will have a giant hyena that you float on down the street at the Bushmeat Parade. All right? How about you do that, sir? Instead of worrying about foundational Black American business, get on your hyena float and float your ass down Lagos and gather bushmeat on your float. Why don't you do that? Hmm?
No, we can't name our parade by our cultural foods.
Okay, get out of here. You're boring me. You're musty and boring. Get out of here. Or these tethers. Well, don't threaten me. Come on, you gonna smack somebody.
He said
I'll
he's
do a
gonna smack
roundhouse
your
kick
ass. That's what he
and
said.
knock them peppercorn edges off. Just Jim Kelly style. Just kick you dead in your ear, nigga. Ooh, this nigga kick me. Don't you dare threaten me or any other foundational Black American. You ain't built like that. Yeah, you are not built like that. Boy, these tethers. But family, you know what's interesting? Going back to the whole black on black crime narrative that these folks try to say, because white supremacists, they get in on it too. They try to get around and say, well, why do you guys only care about a black life if there's a white person involved? Does Black Lives Matter? Does Black Lives Matter during black on black crime? They used to say that shit a decade ago during the protests that we would have all around the country. If Black Lives Matter now, how come Black Lives Matter don't matter when black on black crime? That's a tired ass talking point. And let's be clear. Listen, black people protest and mourn black on black violence all the time. It's just not televised. There are thousands of community vigils, peace rallies, town halls, marches, anti violence initiatives all across the country led by foundational Black Americans. It just don't get no media coverage. It's usually because there's no white antagonist to sensationalize. But yeah, we have initiatives and we work against criminality within the community all the time. And the whole we only care when whites are involved, that's just a deflection from state violence because most of the time the situation involves some type of state sanctioned violence.
Facts.
That's why it receives national attention. So black on black crime is exactly what it is. One criminal committing a crime against another criminal for the most part. So that involves criminal behavior. That's not agents of the state abusing power. You see? We're not responsible for a criminal within the black community. If some fool wants to go rob a liquor store or somebody wants to go make a drug deal and the person he's making the deal with shoots him, we ain't responsible for that. Because it's not institutionalized or sanctioned by any institution run by foundational Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
The people responsible for that are the white people who let it go on, the white people who gave the dude that bird, who helped get that brick across the border.
Yep.
You want to go there? That's who's responsible. But Black communities, we fund youth programs, interventions, violent prevention initiatives all the time. Money is raised and invested by Black-led organizations all the time.
So I'm gonna end here today. I'm gonna end here for right now. I'll come back probably later on today, do another podcast. This was actually fun. I'm actually gonna get lit. I'm gonna go get me a bottle. Thank you for actually participating and all the other extra cool shit. And we might do a Tariq Nasheed joint. I don't know yet. But until next time, thank you for everything and